Okay, let's talk about reliability and functioning. The first time I took it out, I had this type of ammunition. It's remanufactured ammo. I found this for cheap. It was like 22, 23 cents a shot. So I bought, I think, 4,000 rounds of it, um, which turned out not to be good. This remanufactured ammo did not function in the AR-9 at all. A lot of failure to feeds, a lot of failure to function. Just it was crap. And I thought, okay, well, I still have my Beretta M9. That thing will eat anything. This stuff also malfunctions in the Beretta M9 and my M9A4. This is not good ammunition. I'm currently going through this as quickly as possible. I will never be purchasing this again. I'm going through it through my M9, and even in the M9, a magazine of 15 rounds, I'm having two failure to feeds, or two failure to function, or failure to eject, or whatever. This ammunition is crap. The first day I took it out, like I said, I tried this ammunition. I also had some Winchester White Box NATO spec ammo, and that worked flawlessly. It occurs to me just now that I should have taken no, never mind. The lower, it's the SD configuration, so if anybody wants to look that up and find out what that means, you can do that. So it's a good idea to have higher pressure ammo. This stuff is clearly not up to the task. It sucks. The first day I went out, I fired about 100 rounds in total. I had the 10-round magazine, so it was slow going, and I was having all sorts of malfunctions with this ammo. It was extremely frustrating. The Winchester White Box NATO spec, the 124s, worked fine. So what I decided was, since this thing's gonna be picky on ammo, I should buy a bunch of different ammo and see what it likes and what it doesn't. And unfortunately, I was a little bit disappointed. I bought a bunch of different types of ammo, and I took them out, and this thing is quite picky. I imagine because of the SD configuration, you're gonna get, it's just gonna be picky. The SD configuration stuff is designed to work with NATO spec ammo and bring it down to subsonic, so you want to have the high pressure stuff. So anyway, I bought a bunch of ammo, which I will show you now what I bought and how much I shot out of my second range trip to try and figure out what worked. So you can see all the empty boxes, the MaxTech, Remington, MagTech, the Swiss stuff, some PPU, S&B, more Winchester White Boxes, 115, Spear Lawman, some more PPU subsonic Troy ammunition, the Winchester new Super Duper 115 that I believe the military is using, the Blazer, Federals, and some PMC subsonic. I think, yeah, these are 147s. This subsonic is 158s. So first thing I'll talk about functioning. This Winchester stuff, the super badass stuff, it's the flat nose. These will not feed unless you have a standard full metal jacket or a standard ball profile. I have found these will not feed. I also tried some Federal HSTs. They will not feed. You need a regular profile projectile. If you try anything else, I just could not get it to feed. Maybe if you're using the Colt mags, you can get it to feed, and maybe if you put it on the AR-9 that takes Glock mags, you can get it to feed. I could not get this to feed with anything but full metal jackets or standard profile bullet. Yeah, so we'll go through from there. The MaxTech, I believe, was the first type of ammo I tried. I got the 115s and the 124s. I think I wrote on the back. Yeah, functioning good. Feed, crap. Functioning good. Feed issues. The MaxTech did not work perfectly. The Remington, I got 115s, 124s. I was surprised. Remington, failure to feed, fail, just fail. I was pretty surprised at that. The MagTech 115s and 124s, I believe, are both. Oh, one failure to feed, otherwise good ammo. That's the 124. The 115s worked perfect, so that was good. This is some Swiss stuff. That was good. All this ammunition is from SG Ammo. The guys out of Oklahoma. Any order over $200 is free shipping, and that can be very expensive on ammo, so I was happy for that. The Winchester White Box 115 worked, functioned good. That was perfect. The S&B was good. These are 124s? 115s, that worked fine. The PPU had failure feeds. The Spear Lawman worked perfect. I was very happy for that. This is the 124s. The reason I was very happy for that, all these projectiles are full metal jacket. This is total metal jacket, so there's less leading in your barrel and suppressor. I was very happy this worked because this is going to be my standard from now on. I'm just going to buy this to run through this and my Beretta. Yeah, because of the reduced fouling. The Blazer 115s and 124s, you could see 7 rounds, 10 rounds, and then they weren't working. The Subsonics, I didn't expect to work. It would have been cool if it did, but they did not. The same thing for this one, the 147s. So this Troy ammo didn't work. The Federal, I was very surprised. Federal 115s, I only got through 7 rounds. I said, screw this. These were toward the end. These ones I was like, I'll crunch through the whole box. These ones were toward the end, and I was like, you know what, if it's not working, fuck it. It'll just feed out of my Beretta, my M9, and that should be good. So the first time I took this out, I fired about 100 rounds. The second time I took it out, I fired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550, 560, 565, 570, 580, 594, 595 rounds I fired out of the suppressor. So what is that? What did I just say? 595. It's about 600, and then 100 before. So I have about 700 rounds for this can and upper combo. Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I will. Oh yeah. No, that I didn't fire at all. This stuff. I tried this the first time I went out shooting. This is the Federal 130s. These are also, this is the synthetic projectile, or at least synthetic jacket. I believe these are not, yeah, these are not standard profile. These are flat nose. These did not feed at all. So don't try anything that's not full metal jack or standard profile. And again, first try editing, so I'll reset up and we'll go from there.